Three. All right, so we were talking about New Moon Harvest and some of the influences maybe of Roger Daltrey and I'm going to let Diego just talk about that and then some of the other singers who have influenced him.
Yeah, for sure. And as I say before, as for sure, Who and Roger Daltrey are there in my music with alongside Mike Patton and many Chris Cornell. I said, but singers of that from that generation for sure. Who and Led Zeppelin. If you think about the way of singing this, they sing rock, you know, and but sometimes acid, but sometimes very emotional. So because they rooted in the blues, the blues
Definitely.
is around every their vocal cords. So so I like the blues way of singing. I like hard rock, and I like them. Roger Daltrey, I like it because it's a I don't know how what he does, but he sings the same in this every years. You listen to him is maybe better. So I don't
Yeah,
know
he
how.
doesn't age. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it doesn't age at all.
Yeah. No,
So
he really
something
still.
I'd like to to copy to take it from him. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Losing Game. That's another excellent song. Um, what are some of the highlights for you on that song?
Yeah,
Losing
yeah,
Game.
losing game. Yeah, is a little bit. I know is when you talk about a song, and as I told you, know, when you struggle with something, for sure this is a picture of a struggle of where you're not able to communicate, when you stuck in your pride and in your way of thinking, the hopium, in your way of the in your pride and your way of thinking, and you don't share, you don't communicate, you think you're right, and period. And this is something I wanted to put on a paper on this song. No,
You
uh,
close other people out, and they're trying to give you suggestions to make your life better, and you're like, no, no, I know what I'm doing.
yeah. And this this way of thinking is a not good way of thinking for me, because you can be great, you can be very smart, no, but if you don't share, if you don't open your heart sometimes, when not always, but when you need when your life needed, no, so every time is wrong. That's why I think losing game is something that no one wins. No,
Yeah,
you,
that's true.
you lose and I lose. No one wins. No one catch something good from this experience.
That's true. All right, White Rabbit Hole is probably one of my, again, they're all favorites, but that beginning keyboard, is this the one where somebody thought that it was a guitar, and I think you explained that no, it was a drum thing. Do you remember that? You did like a somebody on a chat or something said that, oh, that sounds like a really cool guitar riff, and you said no, it was Thundra did something with
Yeah.
the drums. Is it on this song or I can't remember now which song it was.
No, in What Rabbit Saw, this which is one of the favorite for me too. So it's strange because it changes every time. No, I
Oh yeah,
say
yeah.
it's one of my favorite, and sometimes I think, but in this moment, in this very moment, is one of my favorite. In and you mean the part with Tundra playing the drums in the central part of the song? Which part you mean? Because I didn't
There,
catch
well,
this.
I saw you did like um, I think you had that chat where you talked about the album, and somebody said there's this, they thought it was a guitar riff, and then you said no, no, Thunder did something special with the tambourines or something that,
Yeah, yeah, it's
and
a loop from
it,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there you
You
go.
you're right. You're right. You remember well because sometimes we think it's something from the guitar because we uh, often we start doing something with the guitar loop and then we stretch the sound. We work on it. We destroy it and rebuild the sound from guitar and this time we're trying something different because Tundra was playing during a session of rehearsals, and we say, "Oh, okay, the sound this sounds good. The sound, if you work on it, it seems like a guitar with a pedal board." And we worked on it, and I put the voice on the drums and started something like what Rabbi saw, and and the imagine was something that Carol's imagine, no, because the reference is the book from Carol's Alice in Wonderland of
Yes.
uh, and because it's something that I don't know how to say in English, but maybe comes out something weird. But I think it suck you in a hole, and
Oh, the it
right, and
mesmerizes
I'm
you or
saying something
hypnotize,
that makes sense, that makes sense.
hypnotize or mesmerize you.
Yeah, yeah, something that, and you go there and you lose some senses and you have to use others. No,
Yeah.
uh, and and in this song the works like this is something different and dum dum da dum 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 da dum dum. You mean this one,
Yeah.
and
I think that's it. Yep.
is with the drums.
Very cool. And they always are doing something innovative on their albums, and you can definitely hear it there. All right, Night Drive is the second single off the album, and fantastic video. He's going to tell you a little bit about this lake that they filmed it at. And I didn't know about the divorce situation, but now that makes the video a little more coherent in terms of what
Meaningful,
you're.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk about that. I'm going to be quiet and
No,
you
no,
talk.
I'm talking
I want to hear it from you.
as I told you before. I don't know if we were recorded or not,
No,
but
no,
the lake is very present. Is there in our way. Is a part of our music too because Diego lives in front of it. So something that comes during the rehearsals, during the when we go out for a couple of drinks, and it's there. So it's something we wanna put in our video, in our images, and I like that night drives is something a little bit maybe. we were thinking about is a risk, is not, the sound is so far away from the others. We don't know because it's electronic, is a massive attack world sound, no, is something, but I sing in a different way, or perhaps is my way of listening the song. Maybe people don't listen
No,
this.
you do sound different. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, and I like it so much, and we were worried about because between Kintsugi and Hopium is something different, but people like it. The response was good. Maybe it's the first single they in the playlist, so maybe we done something different, but good. I like it. I like it because
Definitely.
brought me in a different way, environment, and I sang in a different way. So I like to explore with and they like too. So this is something that important to all of us, to explore and do something different connected with what we feel and not what supposed to be, because we are Kingcrow, and we the sound of Kingcrow is this one, something that I don't know if it's something great for the followers. I don't know, but is
Oh, I think so.
works with us.
What about were you driving around Rome? Was it Rome in the
Yeah,
background?
was outside Rome. Is a part it was in Rome in the city, part it was outside Rome and near the place I told you in
Mhm.
Anguillara, and all the surroundings.
And then,
So, sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say, is it a dream or not a dream, a nightmare, or is there reality? I mean, it's a tough
This one
video if you're
is tough because it's an open end, because
yeah,
it's
the
something
picture
strange.
on the
It's
table.
very is a exactly, it's like when you see maybe Nolan, the director Nolan
Oh yeah,
movies, and this kind
Batman.
that the reality is not so important. You put into those image what you feel, because we got the medicines, we got the package, the pack with the medicine with written hopium, if you see
Yes,
it.
yes,
So in this condition, I'm dead, she's dead, we're married, no, we're not married, we were together, it's just a dream. It's not so important. The important part is the journey, no, what you put into. You can decide whatever you want. For us it's okay.
exactly. That's the way you want people to interpret it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, yeah.
um, okay, vicious circle. Another excellent. You want to talk about that one? I see some. I mean, I hear some Pineapple Thief as well. Are you influenced by them at all, or
Yeah, I thought that sometimes we find ourselves listening Pineapple Thieves, Leprous, and this the contemporary music, not for us, no, because we got our roots, but we listen new stuff every time, and overall the companions, no,
yeah,
the um, the sound is very elegant. They sound
yes,
very elegant, and I like this way. Not to mention the drums, of course. You know.
He
who
is
plays
fantastic.
those drums, but with and we like to sometimes we like to play so elegant in this tune specifically in Vicious Circle. We try to do something um, elegant, but the character singing is a little bit rotten. I don't know how to say,
Mhm.
but
No,
it's
I understand.
inside because
Yeah,
is out of this mind of his mind. Is in front of the TV and is unsatisfied of his life, and he doesn't know how to come out from that situation. Is the is in a loop because
yeah,
he
stuck.
wanna go out, but he likes to stay a little bit in that comfort zone. So he's in between. This is in between from Hope and Hopium, no? Because the
Yeah,
stories are
yeah,
just totally Hope or totally Hopium or something in between. I'm trying to go there,
from
but
one
I'm not there yet. No, in
transition,
this situation, yeah, I'm in
transitional.
transition in the but with a sound very. This is very hard to play because is that the time is odd, and we still in this moment when we rehearse, we have to stay with eyes open and ears open because in a in a beat you get wrong because
Yeah,
it's very difficult, but sounds smooth too.
yeah, they are making some very innovative and, as he just mentioned, um, difficult progressive rock music, which that's those are the things that people look for, when they put you on those altars of great bands. You're building your way towards it, and I think you'll be there
Thank you.
eventually. I mean, you're
I don't know,
um,
but thank you.
all right, and then you close it out with the big one, Hopium. Over 8 minutes, you give it all the time it needs. He starts out with those Blade Runner like keyboards. It's awesome.
Right.
Tell us about that song and how it obviously inspired the whole album. But go ahead.
Yeah, with a Hopium, very yes, is very Vangelis start, and is something is a little bit is a story, but is a showcase because we put a lot of things in this song. We had the time is a long song. So we had the time and we wanted to put different patterns, moments, and emotions and approaches because there's a different in the first time with the keyboards are the main player maybe, and during the song they switch, no, and
Yes.
you can focus more
Yep.
on the drums or maybe on the guitars, and it's something we're satisfied because came out something we like to play, and this is the most important thing
Yeah.
when we
You got
like
to
to
like the
play the
music you're
song we
playing.
write.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's playable. No,
Yeah.
because sometimes you play something difficult, showing off on something, but it's something that you are just worried to play in the good way. Maybe it's not so near and not so close to the recorded version, and but we like to play it, and we played in the video. That's why we played a video clip with our performance, and that's it. No. because maybe
Yes.
it's the best way to represent the song.
All right. And so you said that the album's doing very well. I've ordered it and hopefully they're going to start shipping it soon. But I mean, the CD, but it's been well received by reviewers and you're selling a lot of, have you pre ordered a lot of copies?
Yeah, we're happy. Yeah, we're happy to say yes. We're working on it right now, but it's something that I will know in September, more or less, to say, okay, we did something. But the previews are, are good, are, are good, and we've been in a hiatus for 6 years, so there is a. I feel there are expectation, but there are a warm welcome more. So I'm very happy to see the people, a lot of people that writes and says and then listening the three single they like it. Okay, you listen the whole album, but most of the people listen three singles and they're happy.
Good. Good.
Different between them, no, but
Yeah.
they're happy and they're looking forward to the others. Oh, and there is another one is the you can call it the bonus tracks of
Oh,
the
yeah.
track of the album. There's just for the CD, because of the vinyl is too still little. So we weren't be able to put it in a vinyl, but on the CD you got this. I don't know, because maybe is the only ballad we wrote. So come through. It's
Come through.
called.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk a little bit
Uh,
about that. Yeah. I meant to mention that, but go ahead.
yeah. Ah, okay. Okay. So if you wanna do me the question, I can
Well,
answer.
just yeah, they put a bonus track on the CD. I did review it, come through, but talk a little bit about that. And you already mentioned it's like a ballad, but go ahead. You talk
Yeah,
about
we
it.
do.
I'd rather have
It's
you talk
something.
about.
Yeah, just we is the first mm, proper ballad we write, because sometimes is a, as I call it, is a fake ballad. When we write something that starts in a way and then go completely in another place, no. From the past, you can listen to Morning Rain and Lullaby,
Yep.
very old. From Phlegethon, we were talking about that record. But this one is a proper ballad. Is a something that
Yeah.
starts and ends with a um, had a coherence in
Coherence.
the yeah, coherence in the tune from the start and to the end. So it's different, but it's very emotional, and I like it so much. Uh, it's a little bit mm, how it's called, that band is Nothing But Thieves. Have you
Oh,
heard of
okay.
them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something, because we listen everything, not so not only prog and metal and rock. We listen more or less everything. So sometimes we like maybe just the sound that
Of another
they
band.
be
Yeah.
able to craft. So
All right. um, I know it's crazy to even talk about it, but have you looked at some new songs for a new album yet? I know you're focused on this album, but when you guys get together, have you started thinking about the next album yet, or no?
No, to be honest, we got something.
Oh,
We got
good.
something that is half ready.
Wow.
But we got something because we had time, so we put 10 songs in the album, but two, three, four of them are mm, are there waiting for because they don't sound Hopium,
Okay.
so we want to work in a different way. But for sure, imagine Diego writes every day something because
Bravo.
he's addicted. Is in the good way of speaking, but is addicted to the and sometimes I listen to previews the he does continually, and we got something is not ready. We take our time
Don't hurry it.
with no
Yep.
rush. As you see, we're not scared about waiting time, to be sharp enough to deliver the message in the best way, you know.
Yeah.
So mm, who knows? But I can tell you that we got stuff, and maybe after the second leg of the tour in the first half of 2025, we will take the stuff and work again on them.
Excellent. Well, that's good to hear. Any other tours you want to talk about, or for that matter, let me just open it up and I'll ask the big question. Is there anything that I missed that you would like to talk about that I didn't cover?
No, for sure, not yet, but we got a lot of things on ongoing. So we're working on now. We're rehearsing for this short leg, and maybe for the next year, maybe we don't know if we are playing something completely alone in Europe, because we're talking about Europe. For the USA, we have to wait for the second half of the year, maybe no.
Yeah,
But in Europe, um, we're talking with the management of a couple of bands that they work similar on the sound, something resembling us.
excellent. Yeah.
And so for sure, we'll be able to say something more in October, because in October we will say, okay, because we need time to prepare a tour. So in October we will be able to announce something
All right. Well,
more, yeah,
hopefully, yeah,
bigger.
I really hope you guys can make it over here. I'd love to meet you. I think you didn't you do Prague Power 1 year in Atlanta? I think.
Yeah. We did long ago, because it was Phlegethon. Then we had the chance to play again, but they had problems with the COVID,
Oh yeah,
and now we didn't find the right match, but for sure we will in the future, because we like it. We as you know, we had a great time,
yeah.
great technical problems for that gigs, but great time with the crowd, with the people there inside, in the backstage, and among the crowd. So it was great. It's not the first time in USA. We know we played a lot of gigs, but there is a is special, no? is
Definitely.
a is a
All right.
big. We played. Yes, sorry.
No, no, no. Anything else you want to go ahead?
No, no. It just we look forward to come back there uh, sometime.
Definitely. We'd love to have you out on the West Coast. I know that's all East Coast, but it'd be great to have
Yeah,
you out west here, California, Washington, Oregon, and hopefully up in Canada as well. But
and Seattle too, because I've
yeah,
never been there, and that coast. Uh, I've been there just as a tourist, but never played there. So I'd like so much because we lack this this part of great huge part of USA. So
yep. And there's a lot of rock history up here. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the interview. Any last things you want to add or?
Okay, no, I want to thank you for the warm and generous response to this album because we put a lot of into this album, and it's great to hear that something uh, reached the point and something. I feel a connection with um, our crowd, our followers is increasingly great. Is great every year. No,
Yeah.
on and
You
on.
guys are getting bigger
We
and
get,
bigger.
yeah, bigger and bigger, and then but when we are older, but we
Yeah.
keep this connection. So that's great because it's something that we play is something that not listen to the market necessarily, and it's great to have these great feedbacks for the song, so personal.
No, you're more
So
than welcome.
great.
Yeah. Well, Diego, thank you very much, and stay here with me. But I'm going to go ahead and turn off the microphone and recording. But thank you again for all the time you spent with us today.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you very much.